Hello, I'm on my way to Cumbre Ixtepeji. It's a hike up in the summit. It's a beautiful drive up there. I'm in a collectivo, which means it's a cab with other people. I always thought it was a van, but it's not necessarily a van. It's really beautiful up here. Very windy road. We're going fast. Hello my friends, I'm at La Cumbre Ixtepeji. This here is the start of a hike. As you can see, there's a bunch of motorcyclists. I want to show that to my buddy Andre. Like a motorcycle gathering. I guess they're all gonna ride up further together. When I was doing my research for this hike, I kept on seeing about mountain biking. And then these guys come up. They're going up that way. I asked them if we could get a lift with them. They're like, we can't, sorry. There's lots of mountain biking trails up there, and if I was a little younger, I probably would have done that, but no mas. It's a good breakfast. And there goes the cavalcade. Yeah, man, this is beautiful up here. It's really nice. Look at that. Arbutus / madrone. You might think it looks a lot like home. Here. And it does. You know when you're on a hike sometimes, or when you're doing cardio, I suppose, I don't know, I don't do much explicit cardio. But you know when you're on a hike and like you're really bagged at first, you're out of breath, then after some time something just kicks in, like your lungs are like, screw it, I'm fine. I hit that point. I was struggling to get the oxygen in, but no, like I'm working it off, baby. And I'm in pine forest, and what I will say is that, yeah, it's not like dry like Mexico, like what you think of dry Mexico. It's really nice. It smells like pine.
See you guys.
See ya.
Yes. Yeah. Go.
Hola. I maybe take it back that I'm too old to have done something like that, because it's not crazy single track with jumps, not so far. It just looks plain out fun. So another thing I want to talk about is safety in Mexico, because it's a question that's come up. It's a question you ask yourself. It's a question you have to ask yourself. You know, there's aspects to it. What I want to say is it's contextual, as it would be anywhere. There's this hike just outside of Oaxaca City, like right on the city boundary, up towards that pavilion spot. There's like hikes around there, and I've read in multiple places that muggings on there are frequent, because you're right outside the city, and then you're a tourist, and then you're vulnerable. Even if you're not a tourist, you're just in a vulnerable spot. This here, to have come out this far, it's because you want to go to the park. So it's a different story. So it's very contextual. The trick is learning the context, right? There's times where your spidey senses, they're just not as, your intuition just isn't as strong, because things are different. Like a lot of times in Mexico, things can, like when it's hot and dry and it's a dusty road, there's that kind of like bleak vibes, and that can confuse your spidey senses. You know, like you can't tell if it's safe or not. sometimes. That's my experience. Yeah, I just want to say that. And then there's gender, right? Single woman, a white woman, a brown guy, a white woman. Depends where, but that's a factor, right? Of course. Yeah, that's my little brief on safety in Mexico. It's contextual like it would be anywhere else. And right now I feel very safe. Oh, like I was trying to hitch a ride when I was on that road. Hitching in Mexico, you know. Would I hitch if I was in Tijuana? No. Like a border town? No. Definitely not. Catch my drift? So, here we go. Yeah, this looks a lot like home. That moss on that tree. Alright, so I've got 1.4 kilometers more to the summit. That's my destination. I want to say that, well, right now it's roads, but it points its path, so there's lots of turnoffs. Things are marked, but I wouldn't do this unless you had an offline GPS app. I use Gaia GPS. All Trails is probably the most popular one. Don't hike here without offline maps. Moral of the story. Balcony, as in summit. And so this is the final ascent. The balcony. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Ah. Hello? Hi.
Hey, where are you?
I can't believe there's cell signal here. I'm at the summit of my hike.
Where are you?
I'm at the summit of my hike.
Where'd you go hiking? You're in a hoodie. Is it chilly?
Well, when the sun just came out, but in the clouds it's crazy to think that I hiked all the way up here, but way up in the mountains. It was 3 hours up. And there's cell signal again up here. I guess there's that town down that way. It's miles away, but it was cool up there at the top, as you can see from me wearing my hoodie. But it's warmer now. I'm a couple hundred meters lower maybe, but more to do with the fact that it's not cloudy now. It was cloudier up there because we were right at the top in the clouds. I just got to make sure I make it back in time to catch the Collectivo home back to the city, or else I'll be stranded on the mountain. I wasn't paying attention closely enough, and I took a wrong turn, and I'm going uphill again, backwards a bit. It's a big detour. Okay, I made it to the top of my detour. That was a tough Tough haul at this stage of the game. My calves are sore. In a very kind gesture, someone just pulled over without me hitching and offered to give me a ride. That makes me feel really good. My feet are like super sore. My calves don't hurt because I'm walking downhill now, but my feet are super sore and I'm beginning to walk like a drunkard. I'm determined to complete the hike, detour and all. This makes me feel really good. She almost seemed concerned. Maybe because I do look like a drunkard. Well, folks, I'm coming to the end of my hike here. It's been a great day. It's been a great hike. This also is probably the last video I'm going to do in Oaxaca because it's a Sunday and then I've got weekdays. Then I leave on Saturday. So for all of you that have been watching my videos in Oaxaca, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. For those of you that came from Facebook as a friend, because I encourage you to come to YouTube, special shout outs to you. Please subscribe if you like the video. Please like the video. That just about ties everything up. Thanks again. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.